What's happening? What's happening? How y'all doing? So this video gonna be about old Faith Evans. Old Faith Evans, and she says that young female artists should not feel compromised about interest in the music industry. My reaction. Easier said than done. Easier said than done. You are the one who was very much compromised because you were pushed into a situation where you married an artist on a label to sell rockets and agenda. That's what Puffy put you in the situation. And you were also linked to when you recorded with Tupac, a situation which has taken on folklore and people spoke on it. If it was just based on your talent as a writer and a vocalist, now Mary J. Blige was not overtly over the top with that aspect per se. She just had bad deal. Some of them from not reading credits and proper understanding the business. But she wasn't overly pushed like that, but Jennifer Lopez was. So how come Diddy put the money on her and you sold the booty? And there was nothing wrong with you, Faith. Nice looking woman. Cause sing, could write. I know what you did for Mary J. I know the behind the scenes stuff you did. So what do you say? When people say the compromise and they talk about female artists, I'm always remembered of a quote by Deborah Harry, Blondie. She said she would rather work in the adult industry than the music industry. I never forgot that quote. I've never forgot that quote. So whenever I hear a female artist come out here and say, "Oh, it's not so bad," when I think about what Deborah Harry said about 40 plus years ago. Because if you're gonna say something like that 40 plus years ago, what does that say about the industry? What do our eyes tell us? Come on, Faith. You seen Sexy Red. Come on, Faith. You didn't see Cardi B. Come on, Faith. We didn't see Meg The Stallion. Come on, Faith. We didn't see Nicki Minaj. Come on, Faith. Stop capping. It ain't nothing but booty for looty and cheeks for checks on that plantation industry. Now, you can be a female artist and do like Lauryn Hill and never come back with it. Erykah Badu made a mockery of it in a video recently. However, it is a known fact that ain't nothing but like a chicken in the hen house. Ain't nothing but a bunch of wolves crawling in anything that moves. And that's how a lot of the industry goes down. You know, eventually they get everybody, female artists, to Janet Jackson. I remember Aretha Franklin, fine outfit. Remember Whitney Houston, even though she didn't, divulge like that, she did start off as a model. My point is, there is this animal instinct allure with female artists. Beyonce done it. Tina Turner did it. Diana Ross to an extent did it. I mean, they put it like that. Little Kim to Foxy Brown. What are you talking about? Those peers, those people. The female artists who don't compromise it like that don't get the same push and play. That's what NDRE told you about. And I know Valerie Simpson wasn't a tacky turkey. She never went out like that. Patty Austin never went out like that. I can name a lot of female artists who didn't go out like that. Brenda Russell didn't go out like that. Even though Donna Summer flaunted and what have you, she really didn't go out like that. Her records still spoke for themselves, the people to support. And she was prolific, but make no mistake about it, it was a male dominant industry. It still is. Don't get it twisted. And they push money on agendas. Now props to Maya. Maya got out of it. But they push money on you to be as revealing and to do those sort of things. It's not no Scooby Doo mystery that you got to get a Scooby snack and 30 minutes later. So Faith, you need to tell the real truth of how that industry goes down. They pimp you as much as they can, as much as you want to go, as much as they're gonna pull. That's what Mariah Carey was always teasing, to be pleasing. This is what they do. What happened with Janet Jackson? They push the agenda. Or they put a label on you. We had female MCs who could truly spit, but they weren't considered the softest of the bunch. So you see how it turned out. And you know good and well that if it was just based on the pen and pad and everything else like that, they wouldn't have to. But they see what happened with a Toni Braxton who, Saul and Ruckus ain't had no money to show for it. And, now she married to that llama green head turkey baby Williams, and that stuff is crazy. even though you feel the chemistry with her and Babyface. But I'm just saying, you see how this stuff plays out. You see what they end up doing. So it is compromise. It is always about what because I remember Martha Reeves said that's why the Martha Reeves and Vandals didn't blow up on Motown, because she didn't do Booty for Lutie with Berry Gordy. It ain't nothing new. Just tell the truth. Tell the truth. Because they don't just, and female artists have always had it bad like that in the industry. Etta James talked about it in her book. Read it. I don't know what Faith is trying to sell on. I mean, she, it's industry does is what you're willing to do, how you're willing to do, where. Madonna would have told you about it until she gave up trying to mess with that mess. Stevie Nicks went through it. They all, you see the industry for what it was and what it is. So I don't know, Faith Evans talking about you don't have to compromise. Oh yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. It ain't just based on your talent. Because a woman like Patrice Rushen would be 1,000 times bigger if it was just based on talent. If you don't know about Patrice Rushen, you better go put on her videos and watch her fingers work on a keyboard and see what she done. But you see, when you don't play that compromise game, you don't play Booty for Lutie and Cheeks for Checks, you don't get through the door. They have a way of who they want to reward and who they want to anoint. So please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share it if you like. Hit that membership. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out one time. Peace.